everyone, it's Brian, and today I'm going to do a quick response to Chris Propfe's vinyl thread on the ATCO record label. Now, obviously, I haven't seen every video that's been made in this thread. I've seen a handful, so I decided not to show anything that I've already seen, which leaves me with a handful of items. And so I'm going to do that now. So the first one I wanted to show is Dr. John the Night Tripper. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Dr. John Crow, Creaux. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. And you can see the ATCO symbol right on the front. Interestingly, this record's called the Sun, Moon, and Herbs. Interestingly, Mick Jagger's on here, Eric Clapton's on here, Bobby Whitlock is on here. It's from 1971. I found this at a thrift shop a few years back. So it's a very interesting record. I don't know much about Dr. John beyond this record though, and I will show you the label since we're talking about ATCO labels. Here it is, yellow label. So 1971. It's a pretty good record. I enjoy it. The second thing I wanted to show you was something maybe many people aren't aware of or maybe haven't even heard of, and that's a band called Vinegar Joe. This is the band's, I'm going to guess, second record, I think, from 1972. The vocals were shared between Elkie Brooks, who I really don't know very much about, and bizarrely Robert Palmer. This is, I think, one of his earlier bands. Not his first band, I don't think, but maybe his first recordings. I'm not sure about that. It's him on the back. This is another gatefold. I guess you call this jazz blues rock. ATCO is right there, and this is on that. I think everyone has seen this label before. ATCO. Okay, that's Vinegar Joe from 1972. I think they did 3 records, and Elkie Brooks did a ton of records. I just don't know very much about her. I looked her up and found that she has a lot of records to her credit, but I don't think I'd ever heard of her other than this band, and haven't listened to that record in a very long time. So the third one is something that was released on a different label overseas, but this is an American pressing. So over here it came out on ATCO, but you would have found this on Beggar's Banquet in other places. It's Gary Newman's. This was rebranded after he became successful. So originally it was a blue record called Two Boy Army, but after Replicas, this was reissued. So they put featuring Gary Newman and First Album, which some people think this record is actually called First Album, but it's just the first record. So on the back here, you'll see the Beggar's Banquet logo there, and then the ATCO label on the other side. And this is the inner sleeve, and of course this is the silver ATCO label that is quite common. This is the transitional. This is sort of a punky record. It doesn't really have the, I guess you went full electronic on the next record, I think. So number 4 from 1980. I'm going to talk about briefly Jim Carroll Band. This is a Catholic Boy from 1980. So just you'll see this colors on the label in a minute, but again, ATCO label, and this one has custom ATCO labels because it takes the colors from the back of the record there. ATCO. So I think this is a great record. It has obviously Catholic Boy and People Who Died, which is a song that I really, really enjoy, although it's a bit depressing. And of course he was a poet. I think you probably already know that he was a poet and then died tragically at a young age. Next one is an Australian band, In Excess the Swing. And this is on a gatefold. Again. I actually forget what the label on this one looks like. Oh yeah, this is the one. So this gray and with the colored ATCO lettering. So, you might know the swing from this record. I think that was, I Send a Message, I think is on here. I Send a Message, the swing, yeah, Original Sin is on that record too. And a few people have showed a Pete Townsend record. So I have all of those that were showed. So I'm going to show this 12-inch single, Face to Face, the long version. And the flip side has Won't Get Fooled Again, recorded live at the Brixton Academy. And this has a similar, exact same label as the one I just showed. The multicolored ATCO lettering. And this is from 1985. I guess this came out after White City. So there you go. I could have showed more, but I think I've seen some of those before, so